Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 case studies for Yin Metal people born in the winter season and how to look at their Bazi chart. But as I mentioned in the conceptual video earlier, typically winter-born Yin Metal people really like to see yang fire showing up in their Bazi chart. Not only it does a critical job of balancing the yin and yang, giving some warmth to this cold winter metal and water energy, but more importantly, this is thing of impacting on your ways of thinking and kind of your mentality and mindset, rather than being so absorbed in this like introverted, self-centered type of a mindset. It gives you kind of exposure to the external reality, like use external in a positive way to give you self-motivation. So it introduced that critical balance to ensure you reach success. So that's kind of the why behind we want to see yang fire. But today, I actually intentionally picked 3 examples that none of those examples have any fire or even remotely would or fire those yang energy in their chart. Then in that case, what would you do? Would you still want to expect fire type of element showing up in your annual 10-year trend? Or you want something different? So just give people a different flavor of a different angle of analyzing Bazi. So this first example is a Yin Metal person born in the month of November. Your annual pillar is Yang Water and Metal. The monthly pillar is Yin Metal and Water. The daily pillar is Yin Metal and Metal, and the hourly pillar is Yang Metal and Wood. So first step is to assess the strength and condition of this daily master. I'm looking for either supporters, which is Earth growth metal, or other metals same as myself. So you have a metal at position number 5. You have a metal here, position number 2, another metal here, a metal here. So not only the quantity is quite a bit, but it's also like super, very clean and straightforward, same as me energy, all other metals like surrounding itself. So this daily master is in the middle range, leaning towards a strong end. So it might be like 50 to 60% strength out of 100. So this is a fairly good starting point. And who are the other players? Is you have a wood here, which is fairly weak because it's surrounded by metal and metal suppresses wood. But you have a water here and the water there, which is fairly strong. So because my primary clue for a fire is nowhere to be found, I have to settle for another route to reach success for this person. And their natural energy is leaning towards metal grows water and water grows wood. So how that translates into a person's life is I grow something that is my own internal talent. I learn something fairly quick. It turns into a trade, or I work for myself. In turn, that talent, which is water energy, will produce material gains, which is wood. Because wood and metals relationship is wood is metals merchant energy, right? So clearly, this person's focus in life will be probably not working for some larger organization or some corporation. It's more fitted to gain a very specialized skill that might be hard to learn or trade, or having own their own business, which in turn make a living. And that's a higher chance of success. And it's fairly clear to see the clue here. So this is the example that me myself is fairly strong. I don't have the theoretical fire in my Bazi. So I actually prefer number 1, more wood energy being introduced because I have enough water. I want to turn my talent into something useful. Um, both water and wood are preferred element for this chart. You actually don't want a lot of uh, fire and earth because it's going against this water and wood, our preferred energy. If you experience more fire, it will reduce the strength of this one, which we want. And if you introduce more earth, it's the same thing. Earth suppresses water, it makes it weak. And the same thing if you introduce more metal, I don't need it, I'm already fairly strong. It actually does more damage of making this wood even weaker. So that's a logic behind why this bazi likes more water and wood type of annual or 10-year trend. And that's when they're likely to experience more success in their life. And the second case is a Yin Metal born in the month of December. So the annual pillar is a Yang Water and Earth. The monthly pillar is Yang Water and Water. The daily pillar is a Yin Metal and Metal, and the hourly pillar is a Yin Earth and Earth. It's the same process. That's a condition of this daily master. So you have Earth here, you have a Metal and Earth, Earth. Again, this one is fairly strong, especially positionally. It has most of its neighbors are supporters. So this one is fairly weak because it's mostly kind of getting into a fighting relationship with this water energy. But overall, this is still like a fairly balanced, leaning towards more strong type of chart. And other than the supporters, all the remaining energy are water. It's very pure water energy. So it's very similar logic of this first example. It has, you cannot find fire anywhere in this chart. Then you actually don't want to experience more fire type of annual 10-year trend because it will, like a little dash of fire will contradict the main qi and energy of this bazi. This bazi is very pure. It's earth grows metal and metal grows water. That's it. If you introduce more fire, it will actually anger this big, strong cluster of water and do more damage than good. Then in that case, you actually want the same logic of this one. I want more wood and water type of element to keep this bazi in balance. But even though the answer are the same for the first two examples, you can still see the finite difference between the two. This one has no wood, so it's more even stronger dominant mindset over this water energy compared to this one. So this person is even, how do I describe it? Less materialistic because this one has some wood element and energy in it. This one has none. So this person is very idealistic, is super smart because both this earth and water energy represents the quick wit, quick study, quick learners, super fast and love like both input and output, right? Input of earth, which is studying and continuous learning, and output of water, which is I turn something I've learned into kind of a outward expression of my own opinions. So it's a quite good balance of input and output. This person is intelligent, is extremely intelligent. The reason you want to introduce more wood element is wood will introduce this kind of hands-on realistic aspect of life. So it will actually trigger this person to motivate him or her to turn their talent into something tangible, into something that's material gain. That's all it is. But I would say between the two, both are fairly smart, but this one is even smarter because that energy is super clear and pure. Last but not least is this Yin Metal born in the month of January. So you have an annual pillar of Yin Wood and Yin Earth, the monthly pillar of Yin Earth and Earth, the daily pillar of Yin Metal and Earth, and the hourly pillar of Yang, Earth, and Water. So this one is even easier. Look at the amount of earth here, this is the strongest out of all three. But the reason it's strong is all because of earth versus like this one is all because of metal. And there's a difference between the two. Even though the effects are the same, the cause are different. So other than all the supporters, you have a wood here and the water here. This is a very tricky one. The question is, can you still follow the same logic and say this bazi because I'm super strong, I prefer wood and water, annual or 10-year trend, that's kind of makes me more successful or have a probability of being successful? This is a very tricky case. The answer is no. The reason is this wood is surrounded by earth. And we know wood and earth are enemies. So it's actually being counter suppressed by the earth surrounding it. And it has no root, no other wood under anywhere. So this guy is super, super weak. In addition, this water is surrounded by two big enemies. Especially the one on top is a dry earth type. So it makes this water very weak as well. So even though both are showing up, the problem is their strengths are almost can be ignored because their neighbors are all attacking it. So their mere existence doesn't do much good. It cannot combat this strong cluster of earth. It already formed a dominant kind of a qi for this bazi. That's why this person actually prefers metal energy, believe it or not, because too much earth will bury up the metal. You want same as me element to help myself grow out of this strong metal. And also because earth supports metal, if I experience more metal type of energy or like the timing, right, the annual 10-year trend, I'm not fighting against the earth. It's a natural kind of earth growth metal relationship. So you're not fighting against the energy of the strong cluster of earth. That's why metal energy will be a good one for this bazi. Water is not so much because it might anger the this strong clan of earth here. Wood neither, because wood suppresses earth reaction is even worse than water. Fire might work, but the problem is fire will just make this earth even more. And you have too much of it. You don't want to make it even worse. So out of all the possible answers, this one can only rely on more metal as a kind of a favorable time of his or her life. So that's kind of a three very special cases of winter-born Yin Metal people. And fire, if the number one obvious answer is not in your chart, what should you do? And how can you find your own like life path and determine the favorable time of your life? So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.